Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be testing the other part of the LA Girl Hey Hey Vacay palette. So this one is Good Times and Tan Lines. So I did review the other one. I will put that down in the description box. So here's what it looks like. So today I created two different looks, one of more of like a brownish smokish and then one of a teal shade. But yeah, I like doing two looks with one palette because I feel like it gives you guys an idea of how versatile these palettes can be. I also did swatches at the end, so if you guys like seeing swatches, stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you guys want to see exactly how I got both of these looks using this new palette, then go ahead and keep on watching. So you guys, here's the thing. I did try this palette out, you guys, and I tried the teal shades, but it looked so horrible that I'm not really sure if I want to upload that video. It just looked really, really bad. So yeah, therefore we are going to do this palette today. I've already got my eyelids primed and set as always. Now you guys, if you guys want to see me do like a full face of first impressions or just do a full face of makeup in general, please let me know down below because it's been such a while since I've done that. I just feel like when I do those types of videos, I barely get any views. I feel like I get a lot more views when I'm just doing like single palette reviews. So if you guys would like to see something like that, please let me know down below. So I'm just going to jump right in, you guys. I'm first going to take these brown shade called Tropic Cool. Shade is going to go right into my crease, and I'm going to use a Sigma E39 brush, which is a blending brush, but it's a little bit smaller and more precise. So I'm just going to go ahead and start carving out my crease area. I'm going to need a smaller brush because this just isn't precise enough. I'm going to switch this little brush. This is by MSQ. I got it off Amazon in a set, but it is literally like the perfect little brush for the crease area, especially when you're wanting to be really precise. Also going to wing that shade right down in the outer V. So once I've got that nicely placed, then I'm going to go back in with the Sigma brush and just lightly start buffing this out. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Bikini. This is going to go directly over top of the brown shade. I'm just going to kind of use this to blend it out, because I definitely don't want to do something super natural. I definitely wanted to incorporate some type of color besides brown. For this, I'm using this Luxie 237 blending brush. So it's like a small blending brush, but it has like so much, like, I don't know, you can just really work with it. It's not super compact. So it is taking me a lot to blend out this shade. I'm going to go back in with the deeper brown. Going back into that pink shade. Honestly, you guys, I'm really not liking this blend. It's kind of looking a bit muddy. And if I didn't tell you guys, I am going to do two looks in one palette. I just figured, why the heck not? I'm already starting on one eye and it's almost done, so might as well just do two looks in one. So this shade right here looks absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I'm going to go into. And this shade is called Glowin'. So let's go ahead and just start applying this. Ooh, that is really pretty. So now this shade is applying really, really nicely. I know with some LA Girl palettes, the shimmers are pretty once you have them applied. Sometimes they're just super hard to work with. I'm into this creamy shade called SPF. And I'm just going to use this to kind of blend up here right under the brow bone. I'm going to grab a little bit of this darker brown shade called Take Me. And this is just going to go right next to the other shimmer shade. I'm just going to go ahead and lightly dust away all the fallout because there is a ton of it. So for the lower lash line on this side, I'm going back in with the deeper matte shade first. And I'm just going to keep this really close to the lash line. I'm going to go back into Bikini to blend that out. Alright, so let's go ahead in for the other eye now. I'm actually tempted to use the teal shade. Let's go ahead and with the teal shade, I do want to give it another go. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Sia. So it is the deeper matte blue teal shade. And I'm going to be using all the same brushes from last time. Once again, I'm going to start by applying this right into my crease. Now this shade is incredibly pigmented. I think last time it just didn't work because of like the concealer I had or something. I don't know. Something definitely went wrong last time. Then I'm going to take this shade called Take a Dip. I'm going to start blending this deeper shade out. See, now there isn't really much contrast between the two shades because once everything's blended, it just kind of looks like one shade. So now that I have that blended, I'm going to go back in with the deeper shade and just try to get this crease just a little bit deeper. Then just going back in with no extra product just to blend that out. So I think we're just about done on this side. That was super quick. Now we're going to go ahead and add some shimmer. So I'm first going to grab this green shade called Poolside. And I'm just going to start applying this to the lid. That is such a pretty shade. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but I'm actually happy that it's not. Then I'm going to take this shade called OG Maui, I think it's pronounced. And this is just going to go right here next to the green shimmer. So now this is definitely darker than the matte blue shade. So I don't know how that's going to work. Back into the deeper blue shade. So for the bottom waterline, taking the deep blue shade and I'm going to blend it out with this one. So for the inner corner on the blue side, I'm going to take this first shade right here. This is called Seashells. Shade looks white, but it's actually blue once you start digging your brush. You know what? I'm just going to use that same shade over here on this side as well. So I'm going to go off camera, apply my false lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I added lashes and mascara. And if you guys are wondering what I have on my lips, I have the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Sugar and Spice. And then for lipstick, I have this one by Almay. This is in the shade Call Out, so it is like a pretty reddish undertone brown. But I think these two pair really well together. And this isn't a matte lipstick, so I don't feel necessary to wear a lip gloss over top because it is super shiny. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and do some swatches now. So I'm going to start from here over and then, you know, so on and so forth. First shade, which is called Seashells. And then grabbing the next one, which is called SPF. Which is just like a creamy white shade. I'm grabbing the shade Glowin'. This feels really creamy. Ooh, that's so pretty. Then grabbing Sandals. That was a little bit chalky. Then starting over from here, I'm going to grab first the shade Memories. Then grabbing the shade Bikini. Then grabbing the shade Heat. Then grabbing the shade XOXO. So there are the first two rows swatched. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off to do the last two rows. Now starting with this shade Poolside. Actually really, really pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. Then grabbing Take a Dip. Then grabbing the shade Sia. See, those two shades, you guys, are very, very similar. Like, they could have did something a little bit deeper. Grabbing the shade Go Maui. So first, starting with the shade Sun Kissed. So this almost looks like a pressed shimmer or pressed glitter. I think it is because it's very chalky or chunky. Very pretty though. Wow, that's so like buttery. Then grabbing Tan Lines. Just a nice matte brown. Then grabbing Take Me. Then the last one is Tropic Cool. Very pretty. So I really like how this palette is set up, you guys, because each individual line can be its own eye look. And in each individual line, there is two shimmery shades. So I absolutely love that. So yeah, guys, final thoughts on this palette. I definitely liked it a lot better this time than I did using it the first time. I don't know. I did something wrong the first time and it just did not come out like looking good. But I absolutely love it this time. I absolutely love both eye looks. I think they look so freaking pretty. This palette does retail for $14 and I do definitely think it's worth it. If I would give this rating, I would give this 9 out of 10 stars. Everything seemed to blend out fairly well. And the shimmers, I was pleasantly surprised that they applied so well because any other time that I use LA Girl palettes, I usually have to use a little silicone brushes and stuff because I just can't get it on with a regular brush. Your finger is your best tool, but I don't like using my fingers because my fingers are so fat And yeah, I just don't like using my fingers. But yeah, I would give this 8 out of 10 stars. I think it performed very well. And you guys, just take another look. This is perfect for summertime. So yeah, if you guys ended up liking this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.